have been grieving. I'm sorry. I'm grieving my dad. It's hard for me to talk about, and I hold it in a lot. And again, that doesn't give me a reason to do that to the puppy. But I did allow it to take over me. I had been up all night, but trying to potty training, and I had got up again early that morning, and it just at that time, that's what was really, really heavy on my mind. Of course, there's other things, but that's the main thing.
So did your father pass before or after you purchased this animal?
Before.
All right, so he passed before, and you decide to take on a pet in your life. So I don't understand how you get to the point where you're hitting a puppy with a belt. So hope you got it.
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Havana Dujanae Miller.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
I asked you if there was anything that you wanted to say to the court before you were sentenced, and you said that what was your response to that?
There is that. Okay. I do want to say something.
Okay, and this is your opportunity to speak to the judge. What would you like to say?
So, Your Honor, I would like to say that I completely understand that my actions were not okay. I did allow a moment of overwhelmed, being, frustrated to take over me. I do take this whole thing as a learning lesson, and I'm sorry that the puppy had to be part of this learning lesson, but I have learned to control myself, to have more patience. I'm sorry to everyone involved, including the puppy, even the people that have been against me in this, social media, the people that came in today. I'm sorry that they had to see that side of me, because I know that that's not who I am. And I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to my family, my nieces and nephews that were threatened due to this. And I know that that's not something that I would ever do again. I'm not a troublemaker. I go to school, I go to work, and I spend time with my family. I'm not a danger to society. And again, I allowed a moment of frustration to take over me. And I'm sorry that I had to learn these things this way. It shouldn't have taken this. And I'm sorry that it did. And again, I'm sorry that the dog had to be part of this learning lesson for me.
Okay, and I'd also like to ask, you are employed right now, correct?
I am.
How many hours a week do you work?
Right now, I'm working 50 hours a week.
And in addition to being employed, are you going to school?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to school for?
I just don't feel comfortable saying that, only because of social media.
Okay.
But I would tell the judge. I could write it down.
No, it's okay. And in regards to that, are you currently taking classes?
I am.
Are you, the state has asked for a jail sanction. You're aware of that? And, in regards to that jail sanction, is there a reason why you do not think that that would be appropriate here? Okay, and why is that?
Because like I said, I have learned this would be a major setback for me. I get all A's. I get A+. I have a 4.0 GPA. It would set me back on something that I know that I'm not going to cause trouble. I'm not going to cause trouble to anyone. And it would also set me back with my job. I need my job to pay for my school. So it would just set me back. And I'm not a danger to anyone.
And at this time, I'm going to pass the witness, Shauna.
I have no questions for Ms. Miller, Judge.
I do.
Yes.
So, do you currently own any pets?
No, ma'am.
So tell me, what was going on in your life at that time that it came to this point?
At that time, and still to this day, I have been grieving. I'm sorry. I'm grieving my dad. It's hard for me to talk about, and I hold it in a lot. And again, that doesn't give me a reason to do that to the puppy. But I did allow it to take over me. I had been up all night, but trying to potty training, and I had got up again early that morning, and It just, at that time, that's what was really, really heavy on my mind. Of course, there's other things, and, but that's the main thing.
So did your father pass before or after you purchased this animal?
Before.
All right, so he passed before and you decide to take on a pet in your life. So I don't understand how you get to the point where you're hitting a puppy
Mhm.
with a belt or a strap. I don't understand how you go from that to this, and it's a puppy.
Right.
And when puppies use the restroom inside the house, you know whose fault that is?
It's mine, but that was not the case.
Oh, so then why were you being frustrated with?
I was frustrated that morning because I had taken him out to use the restroom
Mhm.
and it was really cold. Again, this is not his fault. It's mine. But he was doing that thing that dogs do, like when you're trying to get them, they're not ready to go inside, and he kept running away every time I would go towards him, running away and playing around. And I was personally not in a playing mood. And I took him upstairs. That's not when that happened. But then I was trying to leash train him, getting used to his leash. And I saw online that to leash train him, you can put the harness on them, put the leash on the door, so that way they can get used to it. Of course, giving them room to still walk, but right there. And I guess he had got frustrated with that, and he bit through that, and that was what caused me to do that. Again, if it's not a justifiable reason.
So why did you have him? How long did you have him
It was,
on the leash on the door?
it was only about 30 minutes at that time.
And so you didn't notice that he was biting through the leash?
No, ma'am, because I was inside and he was on the balcony.
All right, so outside on the balcony, biting through his leash
His harness, yes, ma'am.
and his harness. I still don't understand how you go from that to striking a puppy.
Just allow.
And so I'm trying to understand how you get to that point. First, you've taken on a puppy. Your father, as you stated, had already passed, but you decided to take this puppy on into your home.
Mhm.
And then we get to a point where you're striking a puppy on the balcony. I'm trying to figure out how you get to that point, because puppies are going to do what puppies do. And when puppies come to you, if they're puppies, right, depending how soon they were taken away from their mothers, usually they come to you and they're not trained. So you took on a puppy that wasn't trained. I still don't understand how you get to the puppy bites through the leash, and you're saying it took 30 minutes for him to bite through the leash. So you had the puppy outside on the balcony in the cold, because you said it was cold outside, strapped by a leash,
But
and he bites through the leash. So I'm trying to understand. Because I will tell everybody, I'm inclined to follow the agreement that you've reached. Now I'm trying to consider, because the state is asking for jail time. So I'm trying to weigh things here, because my intention, if I'm placing somebody on probation, I'm not trying to ruin their life where they can't go to school or they lose their job. But rehabilitation sometimes is just not rehabilitation. Sometimes it's punishment thrown in, right? And it appears that your punishment may be, the fact that you're on probation. And I have to make a consideration whether I give you deferred or give you a conviction. All right, so that's what I'm trying to understand. How did you get to that point? Because you're saying it's cold outside, but you have a puppy on the balcony. And how big was this puppy? Is it one of those puppies that sit in your hand?
he wasn't that small, but he was, like they said, he was about 3 pounds.
All right, so how small?
He was like
All right, so you have a puppy who's sitting on the balcony in the cold, strapped to a door or whatever, because you say you're trying to teach him how to be on a leash.
Again, I got that from online. It wasn't punishment. I was genuinely.
Oh, no, I
trying to
understand
teach him.
I understand you're saying you got that online, but I'm trying to get to the point of you place him on the balcony. He's been running outside, playing around. You don't have time to play. You got other things on your mind. You just want that puppy. Do your business for the love of all that's holy. And I'm taking you inside. And I don't know, maybe puppy's yapping around in the house. And then you're like, you know what? Go out on the balcony, learn to be on a leash.
So outside on the balcony, I did have his crate with blankets. Whenever I would go out there, he felt warm. He wasn't shivering or anything.
Mhm.
But to answer your question, Your Honor, getting to that point, I would just felt overstimulated. I felt frustrated, and I just, at that point, I just, like, again, I just let my emotions get the best of me at that point. I do feel that from January to now, I have changed. I'm not saying I'm a completely new person just yet, but I have learned to control my emotions better. Don't just get angry so quickly, or, actually speak about what's going on in my mind, so that way I don't hold it in, and things like that happen where I lash out. And I allowed that to happen
All
that
right,
day.
and what is this about the witnesses testifying that they wanted to buy the dog from you and then you're increasing the price? What's that about?
So that was because when she came to my door on the Ring doorbell, I did say, as she said, that 2 cops had already came and checked on the dog and he was completely fine. She mentioned, well, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight if you don't give me the dog. And I'm saying, basically, that's my dog. I don't have to give you the dog just because you want my dog. And so long story short, I was, frightened by the fact that she was threatening with the police. So I said, okay, well, if you don't get police involved, because I knew she had a video and she had it posted on her Facebook. At the time, I didn't know it was her Facebook. She just told me that she saw it on this neighborhood website or neighborhood app. And she told me that she saw the video online. I was asking, well, how did you even find me? And she said that she looked at the balconies and she did see the dog out there on the balcony.
Let's get to the money, the exchanging of money or not exchanging of money.
The money
The
part.
witness testified, and
Right.
you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I recall the witness testifying that you all had maybe agreed on a price. Then after you agreed on the price, then you upped the price. And then
Yes.
she said she had to post some video in order to raise funds so that she could purchase the dog. So let's
Yes.
talk about that.
Okay, that did happen. And she did offer me 300 because, like I said, I was frightened that the police were going to come. So I was willing at that point to do that. But then I thought about it and I said, I didn't want to just give up my dog. I did love my dog. And
So then why did you increase the price?
because I felt that if I had paid $1,000 just to get him, I had done the shots and everything for him. He was up to date on everything. I had bought him, all the supplies that he needed at home, food, things like that. So I just felt if she really wanted the dog, then she could at least pay the minimum price of him, which was $1,000 to get him.
All right. And did you talk to family members about what was going on in regards to this case and what was going on in your life?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell them, hey, I need some help? Can anybody take the dog?
No, I did not. I don't have people that I believe would have been willing to do that
Okay.
at the time.
All right. Any other questions?
I have a couple of follow-up questions.
Sure.
Okay. Your dad, you say, passed away after you got the dog? Before. How long before?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Not even like almost 2 years at that time.
Do you know what the date was that he passed away?
He passed away June 17th of 2022. No,
Of
yeah,
2023?
June 17th of 2023. Sorry, it was because he was brain dead and then they donated his parts, so he wasn't actually dead.
Okay. And so, did you adopt the dog or get the dog as a way to cope with any kind of mental health issues?
I did, yes.
And during this time period, were you getting much sleep when you had the dog?
I wasn't.
How long did you have the dog?
about a month or 2 months.
Okay, and so you were a month or two with no sleep, correct,
Mhm.
at this time? Do you think that your lack of sleep and your mental health situation put you in a position to not use better judgment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. At this time, Your Honor, I pass the witness.
All right, so I can tell you your versions of events, and I understand what you're saying, and maybe you just skipped over little bit. In the PSI, your versions of events are, I was tired and let my emotions get the best of me. I was at home at the apartment. I had just been up early as I had a late night. I was trying to potty train a pet that was involved in this case. I saw the dog's harness. I got them. I had taken them out and they didn't go. They had an accident. I got upset as the new harness was chewed up. All right. Is there any other questions? Any other witnesses?
I don't have any other questions.
All right. I'll have you all come back at 1:30 and I'll make my decision at that time.
Okay.
All right. Thank
And,
you.
Your Honor, I would like to, at least have an opportunity to make a close.
No, you all will have an
Okay,
opportunity.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name.
My name is Reina Rubio or Reina Gale. Sorry.
All right. State, you may proceed.
Hello. How did you become familiar with Thanos?
I had seen a video of do you want me to state like the Facebook group and everything?
Just answer what's being asked of you, and we'll break everything.
Okay. I was on Facebook and I had seen a video of Thanos getting struck again on his outside porch. And then that's how I came to know him.
Okay, so you said on Facebook. Where was this video posted?
It was posted in the Doodles of San Antonio Facebook group.
Are you a member of that group?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you a member of that group?
Just because I'm a dog groomer, so I get a lot of clients through that platform.
When you saw the video, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this line of questioning and the relevance of this witness. We've already admitted the video. It's in the purview of the judge to review the video. She's no more qualified to review the video than the judge or the trier of fact.
All right. So what's your legal objection?
Is relevance.
Sustain.
Okay, Miss Rubio, did you ever come into contact with Miss Miller?
No, the only form that we spoke through was her Ring door camera, but I never saw her like face to face.
But you did communicate with her.
Yes, that's
Why
correct.
did you communicate with her?
I wanted to see if I could, I guess, take Thanos from her, buy him from her. And she actually did agree to that.
Did you offer her money for Thanos?
Yes.
How much did you offer her?
It was 300 at first. And then we agreed to that. And then she had given me her number, saying that she was at work and that she would, she asked me to text her. And once she got home, she would text me a time to meet up for me to adopt Thanos. She said she was at work, so she would let me know once she got home.
Do you recall the date that y'all communicated regarding the purchase of Thanos?
I think it was January 18th or 13th. I'm not sure. I know it was the beginning of January though.
So after y'all made this initial agreement, you stated you first offered $300, is that correct?
Yes, that's
And you
correct.
said that the price changed, is that also correct?
That is correct.
What did the price change to?
She said she had gotten Thanos for $1,000 and that he was an emotional support animal. And that he's updated on all his shots and everything. So she would take $750 minimum. And then so I said, let me see what I can do. And then so we agreed to that. But she had also stated that she had him posted on Craigslist for a while for $1,000.
And did you have the $1,000 to pay for the dog?
I did not.
So what did you do?
I had posted the video to my personal Facebook in hopes to raise money in order to get Thanos out of that home.
Did Miss
I'm going to object to relevance.
Overruled.
Did Miss Miller ever ask you to take the post down?
Yes, she did. She said she would give me Thanos as long as if I took the post down.
Did you take the post down?
Once I did raise enough money, I did take it down. And then, it had gotten a lot of, I guess, a lot of people noticed it. And so a lot of other people were posting that video. And she would just wanted me to tell everyone to take it down.
And did you tell others to take the video down?
I didn't know anyone. There was a lot of random people posting it.
But did you know anybody that shared it personally?
Yes, not personally, but I know her. I work with her through a rescue. So, yes, I do. Just one.
So, okay, so my question is, of the people that you were aware of or had prior experience with, did you ask them to take posts down on Miss Miller's request?
Yes, I did.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you to stop contacting her?
Yes.
When did she ask you to do that?
It was after Thanos was picked up by the animal care services. Or actually it was before. She knew that animal care services was going to go pick up the
Objection,
dog.
Your Honor,
And she,
objection,
Yes.
that she has no way of knowing what
What's your legal objection?
that she has no personal knowledge of what someone else believes.
All right, and so your legal objection,
Uh,
is it hearsay?
hearsay,
Sustained?
sorry.
No problem. It happens.
Did you continue contacting Miss Miller after she asked you to stop?
no, but she had contacted me.
Did you continue posting about her and or Thanos after she asked you to cease communication?
No,
At any point, did Miss Miller inform you that she was being threatened as a result of this video?
yes.
What did you tell her in response to that?
I told her she could reach out to authorities if she really fears for her life, but I mean, it's honestly out of my control.
At any point, did you have malicious intent toward Miss Miller or her family?
No,
Did you wish ill will upon Miss Miller or her family?
no,
Did you agree with those that were threatening Miss Miller?
no,
So you thought it was unacceptable?
yes,
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you not to involve the police?
yes. She was, whenever we first spoke through the Ring camera, she initially said that the police had been there, checked on Thanos, and that he's okay. And I said, well, if I can't see that he's doing well, and that she would, if I can't see that he's doing well, then I would have to call the police just to make sure that he's okay from that video I saw. And she said that she would sell me Thanos. She was very adamant about me not calling the police.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
all right, defense.
Yes, so you're telling that your testimony today is that you post a video to make money off of a video of a animal that you claim was being harmed?
Not claiming it, there was video proof, and it was to raise money to adopt Thanos since she raised the price.
And so, how much money did you make off this video?
I didn't take any money actually, since she went ahead and gave up on contacting me for Thanos. I didn't collect any, but there were people willing to donate.
So you just said your testimony was that you had raised enough money.
There were people willing to give me money if I had Thanos, which I never even saw him. So I did not attain any money.
And you claim that the reason that you took down the video was because Miss Miller asked you to, correct?
Yes.
So you were aware that the video that you posted, that people were saying stuff so heinously as she needs to be gang raped.
I was not aware of that comment on my post.
Or that she needed to be killed.
Yeah, I was not aware of that being commented on my post, although I can't control what other people say or do. Unfortunately, she decided to do this heinous act on her patio in public, and there's precautions for that, there's consequences for that.
And the point is, though, is that you were aware that these threats were being made to her and you didn't take it down or try to diminish it at that point. It wasn't until you claimed you spoke to her and she asked you for her self-protection to take it down.
At the time, the first time, it was not for self-protection. She said, take it down. And this was before I was aware people were threatening her. She told me first to take it down because she didn't want it to get around because of her school and her job. She didn't want them to see it, and she would give me Thanos. So that's why I took it down.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so
Call
much.
your next witness.
State calls Ethan Park.
What happens when a video meant to save a dog spirals out of control? One post in a Facebook group turns into threats, harassment, and fear, dragging strangers into a courtroom to explain intentions, messages, and consequences. Was this about rescuing an animal, or did social media outrage cross a dangerous line? In court, every post, message, and motive is dissected, reminding everyone that once something goes viral, control is lost, and accountability follows. This isn't just about a video anymore. It's about where concern ends and responsibility begins.
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
And are you Jorge Morales?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Morales, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel. Yes, sorry.
Ms. Morales, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 grams to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? You're gonna need to speak up so the
Oh, yes, ma'am.
counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has it.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I did.
Mr. Morales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's $1,000 fine. The state is recommending community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 20631. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, the DOEP and MRT. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No purposes.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
We have no objection.
State your excuse.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, off the record, yes?
Let me see.
Oh, you're in number 2. You just have to go there.
That I'm not speaking for you.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, now I do.
All right, thank you. We're back on the record. Mr. Morales, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibit evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just like you followed plea bargaining with the state's recommendation of probation.
All right. So, sir, Mr. Morales, who is Victor Hugo Lamont Sanchez to you?
My ex-brother-in-law.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, teenagers.
All right. Do they live with you?
Yes. My oldest is 22.
And what do you do for a living?
I was in construction, but I got hurt and I haven't been, they've been paying the bills right now, so, but I need to go back to work.
All right. So is that workers' compensation or something else that's happening? Unemployment?
Nothing. I didn't file for nothing. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't like taking nothing from, you know.
Well, so, just as a side note, people see that as taking, but if you're hurt on your job,
Yeah, but
somebody's supposed to pay for that. Too many times people have this idea, oh, I'm hurt on the job, then I'm just going to let it slide. When if you let that slide, who knows, maybe there's something wrong with safety standards there. And if you just let it slide, then the lack of safety standards will continue.
but it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of, they ask this, that, this, you know.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. If you're drug tested today, what will happen?
I'll probably come out dirty.
All right, how often are you using?
Maybe like every 2 weeks or so, but
And what are you using?
cocaine and alcohol.
All right. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. I want a referral to felony drug court. A TAP evaluation out of custody. If he's not accepted into felony drug court, then follow the recommendations of TAP. Take in consideration 2024 PF 20631. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Proof of employment within 45 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Victor Hugo Lamont Sanchez. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. And there's going to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
What's the parenting classes?
Oh, that's where you learn how to parent, right? And sometimes people will say, well, I know how to parent.
But I have no kids. It doesn't matter. They're small. They're not
You
small.
said they were
Yeah,
teenagers.
there's 22 and 20,
So let me just
24,
tell you,
26.
usually when people have children in this court, I do parenting classes.
Yes,
You know
ma'am.
why I do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because sometimes people don't understand that your drug addiction,
Yes.
you're picking up, these charges impact the children.
Yes, ma'am.
They just think, well, I didn't use it in front of them, so it's all fine.
Yes, ma'am.
But all of our actions as an adult impacts our children.
Yes, ma'am.
And so parenting classes are going to teach you that. I always tell people, maintain your sobriety for yourself, but if you're at that stage where you can't do it for yourself, then maybe having that parenting class will make you do it for your children.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, communication is key to be successful on probation. If there's an issue, let probation know about it.
Okay.
If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to me.
Okay.
If you feel you're gonna use, call probation. I know some courts, people say you can't do that, but in this court, if you call probation and say you're thinking about using, you know what's gonna end up happening? I'm gonna set a compliance hearing. We're gonna come in, we're gonna try to address that to get you some help.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if you don't tell them you need help or you're doing things in secret, nobody can help you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay? And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Thanks, counsel. I love your pen today.
Judge.
If you were drug tested right now, what would the result be? The courtroom went silent. One honest answer changed everything. This wasn't just about a charge anymore. It was about responsibility, addiction, and the choices that ripple through family and children. Probation isn't a free pass, and excuses don't erase consequences. In this moment, the line was drawn clear. Hide the truth and face jail, or tell the truth and earn one last chance.
You received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
All right, and the court will note for the record that the court previously received an acknowledgement of discovery on July 28th, 2025. There's been no new discovery since that date. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right. Mr. Lopez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
State moves to proceed on count 1 and waive count 2.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, off the record. Deputy Laura, could you have them moved?
There are.
Could you have them to, like, not talk so loud? It sounded like it was in stereo coming from this end. All right, we're back on the record. Mr. Lopez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, your charge is possession of child pornography younger than 10 years of age. As a first-degree felony, the range of punishment is 5 to 99 years or life, and up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so, Judge.
Mr. Lopez, does anyone threaten you, force you, or place you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you will be deported and not allowed re-entry and denied naturalization. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 12 years in the prison. There are no applications. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance and repeal paragraph with your attorney. Did you understand it and sign it in both places? You're gonna have to speak up so she can hear.
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and attachments.
No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. That there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. All right, so why should I follow this plea?
Well, Judge, my client has taken responsibility. He's fully admitted to his actions. Did not play games with the district attorney or the court. I think he's doing that right now, as opposed to dragging this out and making the witnesses and the other people involved to be in court and present testimony. I think it is an appropriate sentence given the circumstances, and also my client has not other convictions, no meaningful criminal record of any kind, Judge.
All right. And then this no contact order that's outside your agreement. That's his child?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, but isn't there, according to this, on this page,
Forensic interview and did not provide any.
but there's the photo of his child, so that would be a no.
Okay.
And if that's the deal breaker for anybody, then you can always go to jury trial. But
I explained that to my client, George, and we're willing to proceed.
all right, the court is going to sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Chapter 62 compliance. There's to be no residing in households with minors. No contact with minors. There's to be no contact with anything else with regards to sentencing.
I don't know if I missed it, Judge, but this is a 42A.054 offense. Because it occurred after September 1st, 2023.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Not from the defense.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. You said there's victim impact?
Yes, Judge, I'll just be reading it off.